Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Biafra referendum. Court adjourns CNG suit to March 30. Biafra referendum. Court adjourns CNG suit to March 30. To my dear listeners, this is today's news. A federal high court sitting in Abuja on Friday adjourned the hearing on the suit filed by the coalition of northern groups, CNG, seeking a referendum to determine the fate of Biafra and other self-determination agitations to March 30, 2023. Recall that CNG had, in June 2021, dragged the National Assembly and the Attorney General of the Federation to court, asking it to compel the defendants to halt the ongoing constitutional review exercise and in its place conduct a referendum to ascertain what determines Nigeria and who populates it. The case was adjourned after the court presided over by Justice Inyangekwo could not see it as scheduled. Counsel to CNG, Barrister Sufiyanu Gambo Idris, while briefing journalists, said the case is slated to 30th of March 2023, even though they informed us right from the time that the court is not going to sit. But as we are not informed of any day, I decided to come down to ensure that I take the date. But even before I arrived, the date was already slated. In his remarks, the counsel to the Ibom Nation People Movement, Barrister Ladeshina Oke, said we are here, having realized there is a suit which has to do with the issue of self-determination, of which, of course, the people of the movement have always been yearning for, and we felt the best thing to do is to ensure we join in the suit for determination of the self-determination that we have been asking for. The Ibom people, they have been there for many years and is one of the ethnic groups that has such a history, and it is important. They can always see to the effect that a court could determine whether that self-determination is something that could be granted to us or not. While we are joining, of course, the application is before the court, and the court is here to determine the joining of the Ibom People's Movement in the suit that is presently constituted. But we are hoping that by the time we are being added, we are likely, just like any other applications from other ethnic nationality, we are going to have a bite of the cherry for this issue that is pending before the court. A lot of ethical nationalities are also asking the same question to have a referendum of their self-determination and to have unhindered access to their resources. You can always imagine that a lot of resources are within the confines of Ibom, Akwa Ibom people of over 9 million. But few of them are integrated into the Nigerian system, and this is why self-determination is determined. and one must be determined so people can know how to go about it. Just like it has been said, there are several instruments that point to that, both internationally and even within the confines of the national law. So this is what we want to try before the court and see whether we can have the law on our side, because we are peaceful people and we don't want violence in the country. But we have the right to ask for this, and we hope that the court will uphold our argument with respect. On his part, Coordinator Akwa Ibom Human Rights Community, Clifford F. Young Thomas, said Nigeria has embedded in all the resources required to function effectively as a people. He lamented the current structure of Nigeria and said what the nation needed was true federalism and a central government on the basis of Nigerians' comparative advantage. He said, as a member of Ibom Nation, I want to say very clearly that Ibom Nation is not just confined to Akwa Ibom, but we have spread to rivers and elsewhere. We are not quarreling with Nigeria as an entity, but as a nation and ethnic nationality. We are saying that the laws are expatiate, give us the right to live independently. We have the right to negotiate with our neighbors to say we are interested in living together as a country. Meanwhile, a member of Ibom Nation People Movement, Edi Mahuda, commended the court process of including all ethnic groups, especially the Ibom Nation. Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop out the comment section and